Are you ready for this? According to the Elections Assistance Commission, the official numbers, we had 4,776,706 voters purged from the voter rolls wrongly. And we found, for example, in Georgia, that 198,000 voters, we actually have their names and addresses, were wrongly removed from the voter rolls. And you'll be shocked, overwhelmingly, voters of color. In Wisconsin, almost every voter removed by the purge was either a black voter in Milwaukee or a student in Madison.
Investigative journalist Greg Palast estimates that a staggering 3,565,000 votes were not counted for Kamala Harris in the 2024 election due to what amounts to voter suppression by purging voter rolls, disqualifying ballots due to minor clerical errors, rejecting provisional ballots for no real reason, improperly rejecting new registrations or not entering them on the voter rolls in time to vote, and allowing random voter fraud vigilantes to challenge the rights of voters. The main assertion is that these voter purges and voter suppression tactics are targeted at suppressing black voters, young voters, and Democrat voters in general. Palast points out that the Trump-supported organization True the Vote signed up over 40,000 volunteers to challenge over 2 million voter registrations in swing states, as well as one of Trump's lawyers challenging hundreds of thousands of voters in Pennsylvania. Many times what happens is that if the challenge process is allowed to start by state officials, the challenged voter may end up removed from the voter roll or given a provisional ballot. He refers to provisional ballots as placebo ballots, citing 2016 as an example when, according to the U.S. Election Assistance Commission, out of 2.5 million provisional ballots cast, 42.3% or over a million votes were not counted while no one was charged with attempting to vote illegally. Something clearly isn't adding up. Palast cited many instances and methods of voter suppression affecting the 2024 election results, like Georgia enacting SB 202, which limited the number, location, and access to secure absentee drop boxes, especially in black majority counties. And that's just one of the things in SB 202. All of this becomes very important when you consider the small margins Trump won by in swing states. According to Palast, but for the voter suppression efforts used, Harris would have won the popular vote by over 1 million votes and would have won Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia, which would have resulted in her winning the electoral vote contest and the election with 286 electoral votes. Palast says that the updated figures from the Elections Assistance Commission should come out next year, but he doubts the numbers will be released under Trump. He also warns against blindly believing conspiracy theories about Elon Musk rigging voting machines and other theories when there is plenty of historical and present evidence of voter suppression, very real voter suppression, used as a means of winning elections by Republican operatives and strategists, not to mention Republican state officials. Palast says efforts in 2020 to counter voter suppression were successful through the use of going to court, re-registering purged voters, actively fighting the challenges, and curing disqualified ballots. It's very odd that the Democratic Party isn't proactive on this issue when voter suppression seems to be a major factor in presidential elections, and Republicans want to enact more voter ID laws and purges to further discriminate against certain communities, especially black communities. If you want to check out the full article, it is linked in the description to this video.